Hello, English folks. It is Sylvie. For the one that know me, I am French and I'm living in New Zealand. And the last few days, I play with the thought to open a dropshipping company in France. So I went through many information and I condensed some for you here. In the case you are in a similar case like me, French, living in a foreign country, of a destiny, you do not have connection with a lot of people in France, or if you do so, you don't want to involve them in your business, so you don't have an address, and you have to find a company that will give you the opportunity to register a commercial domiciliation to be able to open commerce in France. So this is a way that you can use. And I will speak about my search of doing a company. You can go on a micro entrepreneurship, but this is a sole trader actually. And why I will not choose this to start my business. I will explain that. So the micro entrepreneur scheme, self-contractor, or how you say that, the sole trader, is the common name of the micro social scheme. It is not a legal form which remain the statute of the sole proprietorship, but only a simplified scheme for the declaration and payment of contribution and social contribution by a levy proportional on the turnover, according to the principal fact of no turnover, no contribution. The simplified creation formality, the micro entrepreneur activity declaration automatically entailed the option for simplified micro social arrangement. But from a tax point of view, the self contractor has the choice between the micro enterprise regime, the common law regime, and the discharge of income tax, the optional scheme. The liability here is the trader is liable indefinitely for the debt of his company. He is responsible for the whole of his personal patrimony. So if he open that type of business and you have debt in your company, they will be able to take your private asset to pay those debt. And this is why I will never choose that type of company. I will like to protect my asset, my private asset. I don't mix private and business. So, what condition to open that type of company? This scheme apply as long as the annual HVAC, the turnover actually cashed on in the calendar year, does not exceed the days old in the micro enterprise tax system, which is based at 82,800 euro for commercial buying and selling activity, in our case, the drop shipping. If the activity is created during the year, the days old must be assessed in proportion to the activity exercise time. If the turnover achieved exceed these days old, you have to register another form of a company. You have to change that. Well, I must just say that I am not a professional. If you want to open a company in France, you better ask a professional. You ask some advice. Yes, I just here explain my own search, my own experience with what I want to do and build. Being France, a French person living foreign of a destiny, and who do not have any address to give or any type of connection that I can use to have an address and build a business in France. So I have to go to other ways. Yes. So don't take for granted what I'm saying. I might be mistaken, might not be right. What I think is good for me might not be good for you. So I'm not a professional, okay? I'm just speaking about my experience, and I speak about what I come across and why I will not take this. That's all. So, um, the tax and social system of the self-contractor according to our activity, the commerce, is our declaration entailed our registration in the RCS since the activity is commercial. If you are a trader, you must apply to the registration in the Commercial and Corporate Register, which is the RCS, in the months preceding the start of your business, or at least within the 15 days after that start. And to do this, you can make your statement either electronically online by filling your file at the registry. In this case, you do not forget to sign the specific form in original and attach your supporting document. Or the micro entrepreneur, like any entrepreneur, is registered in the National Register of Enterprise RNE, held by INSEE, and obtain a SAREN number, that's a company identification number, and an APA code, main activity for the company. And the SAREN number must be mentioned on all commercial document and invoices. It's not OSN. Yes, you have to do that. It's very important. And even if the declaration of activity is simplified, the micro entrepreneur may respect the obligation related to this activity, professional qualification, professional insurance, general regulation, technical standard, etc., etc. So I know that you can also apply to do this per post, and I think the cost by the graph or by the tribunal will cost you something like 55 euro, because they have to sign those documents and sign them. So the self-contractor shall carry out its social contribution by a discharge levy calculated on the basis of a percentage of the revenue collected. The percentage take depends on the type of activity, which is 13.4% for purchase resale activity. If the self-contractor has not generated any turnover during the given period, it does not pay any social contribution. This is not deductible, but still has to declare its turnover. So the social and tax levy are carried out every month and every 3 months, depending on the choice of the self-contractor. And I will put below this video some of my information. I just know, for example, that since the 1st January 2011, the self-entrepreneur have contributed to the contribution to vocational training, and they, as of a self-employed person, is calculated on the basis of the annual turnover and according to the activity, which is 0.1% of the annual turnover of the trade sector. And the change or discontinuance, if you want to change something in your entrepreneurship, or you want to discontinue it, you have to complete your declaration of change or cessation on activity online as a self-contractor. You have there two possibilities. You must have an electronic signature, a certificate to register and submit your return online. And for more information, you can contact the Ministry of Economy and Digital Industry. Or if you do not have this electronic certificate, you send the signed printed statement to the relevant CFA by post. You will receive a confirmation email at the reception of your file. To find all the answer to your question about self-entrepreneurship, register online and report your social and tax contribution, I will put different link under this video, and you can click them and you can get your information there. So I hope this was helpful for you. This is definitively not for what I will go for by opening my dropshipping in France. I will choose another form. And you know that you have the auto-entrepreneurship, which is the micro enterprise, but you have also the independent enterprise, which is more complicated. It's a company as well. And you have the enterprise with limited risk. And I think if you start a business, you don't want to risk your private asset in case something is not going well. So you will have to choose something like that independent enterprise with limited risk. Yes. It is going on the same way. You have to register it on the same way, and it's not that complicated. So you will have to do as well a sort of declaration. It is a form that you will have to fill, and this is called an affectation declaration by an entrepreneur with a limited responsibility or limited risk. Yes, you will have to declare whatever you want to do there, and generally your private asset like in a house or a car will be protected in case something is going wrong or you have debt with the company and stuff like this. So it's more complicated. I might do a video for this one extra. um, this is just my experience, okay? And I hope this was helpful for you. So bye.